Year one of the Jeff Lebby era is just around the corner, and these are three reasons why I believe that Mississippi State football will be better in the 2024 season. Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Phillips of SEC Unfiltered. Appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Check us out via podcast, social media, as well as our website, SECUnfiltered.com. We're brought to you by our friends over at Prize Picks. Guys, download the Prize Picks app or head over to prizepicks.com. And when you do, use the promo code SECU for a first deposit match of up to $100. Again, guys, that's our friends at Prize Picks, promo code SECU to get your first deposit match today. A new era begins in Starkville, Mississippi, as Jeff Lebby has inserted new energy into the Bulldogs program. And these are three reasons why I believe that Mississippi State football can and will be better in the 2024 college football season. And guys, my first reason is this. I just mentioned it. When you think about what has taken place over the last couple years in Starkville, right? And it's really unfortunate. It's such a shame because, number one, we lost the late, great Mike Leach. And that alone, without any other context added, is truly sad and devastating. It was a loss for all college football fans. But when you think about as well, guys, the Mississippi State football program and where they were and where they were headed. I mean, we're talking about a Mississippi State team, guys, that if Mike Leach did not pass so tragically and so suddenly, we're talking about a state team going into last year. We were probably talking about, hey, can they win 10 games? Like, really, truly, when you look at that nucleus, that core group of players they had coming back, Mississippi State was going to be a real force to be reckoned with. Well, of course, the passing of the late, great Mike Leach, Zach Arnett then takes over. And, you know, I thought it was interesting talking to state folks last year. They all seem to feel the same way. It's a short-term fix. He's not the long-term answer. He's not going to last in Starkville. And sure enough, guys, he didn't even make it through a single whole season as the head coach. So there's just been a lot of moving pieces. There's been a lot of turmoil. You know, I give Zach Arnett credit for trying his very best to galvanize that thing and keep things together. But also, some of the moves by Zach Arnett were very strange. So to say it has been a year, calendar year or so, or calendar year plus or so full of adversity is putting it very lightly. The first reason, guys, why I think Mississippi State football is going to be better in 2024, very simply, a fresh start. A fresh start in Starkville. And guys, sometimes that's all it takes. Just a fresh start, new energy, reasons for hope, reasons for optimism, because I just don't think many people had that last year, right? Even with all the returning players you had and the core nucleus on offense, on defense, and, you know, as soon as you made the changes on offense, hiring a new offensive coordinator and Kevin Barbay, and it never felt like, if we're being honest with ourselves, that it was going to work. And so I think this new exciting brand that I think Jeff Lebby, he's not going to be Mike Leach 2.0. And I know it's just a spring game, but you watch that spring game and you look at Jeff Lebby's track record and, you know, you look at what he wants to do, guys. He's an offensive mind, right? He's an offensive mind. He's a guy who's going to bring explosive offense back to Starkville. Like, guys, we're starting from scratch here. Like, the goal for Mississippi State is just be fun again. That's really it when it comes to year one. Yes, you'd like to make a bowl game. Yes, you'd love to win 8 games, but just be fun and entertaining to watch again. Because at Mississippi State, to win big, I think you've got to be different. Being different gives you hope. It provides optimism. And so I think a fresh start in Starkville alone, guys, a breath of fresh air, I think is going to lead to much improved results. I really do. Sometimes that's all it takes. You got to change up the energy in the program. I think Jeff Lebby has done that for the positive, and I think a fresh start is going to help Mississippi State football be better this season. Guys, my second reason why I feel Mississippi State football will be better, you look at the quarterback position, and going out in the transfer portal and landing a quarterback is a very popular thing, of course. It's a hot commodity, and it's something that State did this offseason. I was really surprised at some of the pushback from folks of the signing of Blake Shapen, the Baylor transfer. I like Blake Shapen's game, guys. I think Blake Shapen, he was an all-conference player just a couple years ago. Last year wasn't great, but he dealt with some injuries, guys. He dealt with some injuries, dealt with some adversity. Guys, the second reason I think State's going to be better, I think Blake Shapen is going to shine in Jeff Lebby's offense. And let me tell you this. I'll put it to you this way. In my opinion, I think there's a better chance Blake Shapen is a top half of the league quarterback in passing and overall than it is he's a bottom half of the league. I feel that good about Blake Shapen. I really do. I think Blake Shapen, guys, you saw it in the spring game. He's got the arm strength. He knows how to play the position right. He's able to make the checks at the line. And the biggest question is going to be running Jeff Lebby's offense and doing everything Jeff Lebby wants to do. But I think Shapen's got all the tools. And I think fun, exciting, electric downfield passing attack is going to be back and start. They got Kelly Akari on the outside amongst with a host of others as well. I think Blake Shapen is going to shine. I think he's going to put up really, really big numbers in offense. I like this kid's game a lot. I really do. Not saying he's going to set the world on fire and be all SEC, but when we talk about who's going to be competing for leading the SEC in passing, who are going to be those guys at the top, I am not going to be surprised if Blake Shapen is at minimum top 5 of that group. I'm not going to be surprised at all. So Blake Shapen shining in Jeff Lebby's offense, bringing that exciting brand of football back and scoring some points. I think it's going to lead to massive improvements for the offense, but certainly improvement for the entire football team as well. And guys, my final reason why I believe Mississippi State football will be better, you look on the defensive side, and listen, there's going to be a lot of growing pains defensively. There are, right? There's going to be a lot of growing pains defensively, but a guy I'm really high on, and I think his impact will be felt early, Coleman Hutzler, the new defensive coordinator. I think he could emerge as an up-and-coming star at defensive coordinator. I think he will. I like that hire a lot. Worked under Nick Saban at Alabama. He's bounced all around the SEC. I think Coleman Hutzler finally getting his opportunity to be a defensive coordinator. Again, there's going to be growing pains all throughout this season, guys. You lose guys like Jet Johnson and Nathaniel Watson, and you lose some of your heart and soul pieces of that defense. I think Mississippi State's going to have to probably outscore some people at times, but I do like Coleman Hutzler. I like that hire. I think he's going to emerge as one of the up-and-comers in college football and really be a star in the making, if you will, defensive coordinator. So, guys, my 3 reasons why I believe that Mississippi State football will be better this season. Number 1, a fresh start in Starkville. Number 2, Blake Shapen shines in Jeff Lebby's offense. And number 3, Coleman Hutzler emerges as an up-and-coming star at defensive coordinator. Guys, that's going to do all for me. Appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Hit that bell icon as well so you get notifications of when we go live and when we drop new video content, which is each and every single day. Also, guys, check out the podcast, which drops daily, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. You can also check us out via social media as well as our website, SECUnfiltered.com. Until next time, guys, I'm Chris Phillips of SEC Unfiltered. Appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in, and we'll catch you on the other side.